Hello everyone. This is a guide on how to prayer switch or prayer flick at Raksha. If you're new to the boss, you may be overwhelmed by the constant switching of attack styles. My goal is to walk you through this particular aspect of the fight so that you're more comfortable with it and able to better focus on other mechanics. Let's begin. Raksha's auto attacks alternate between magic, range, and melee if you're close enough. Let's take a close look at his attack animations. When Raksha attacks with magic, he postures up before dramatically expelling a giant indigo cloud from his mouth. Note that the cloud must first travel before dealing damage. When Raksha attacks with range, he rocks back before getting on all fours and whipping his tail upward. A volley of spikes then get launched from his tail and must first travel before dealing damage. When Raksha attacks with melee, he rocks back before lunging forward and biting. The damage is dealt at the end of the animation with no delays. The beginning portion of his range and melee animations have relatively subtle differences and can be easily mistaken for one another. The alignment of Raksha's tail and the positioning of his arms are critical indicators that distinguish his melee attack from his range attack. Let's watch them side by side to focus on those differences. While learning, it may be difficult to correctly react to Raksha's melee attacks before taking damage. For this reason, I suggest you protect from melee by default. If he instead attacks with range or magic, you'll have a bit of time to switch to the appropriate prayer. Here's an example of what that may look like. Notice that I'm switching back to deflect melee after every range and magic attack. As you grow more comfortable and get better at identifying Raksha's melee attacks, switching to melee protection after every hit becomes less important. And this is all you need to know to get past the prayer aspect of the fight. But if you want to gain an edge, the next step is to learn how to soul split flick. It's an optional strategy that lets you heal the damage that you'll still be taking. It also allows you to utilize split soul for extra damage if you're using necromancy. All we're going to do here is make Soul Split our default prayer. We're still protecting from Raksha's different attack styles, but switching to Soul Split after every attack. Here's what that looks like. And that concludes this guide. Good luck.